Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris Altamirano here from ViaMaverick.com, and I'm just going to give you a couple of quick tips that you can take action on right away and see results on right away, okay? And these quick tips that I'm actually going to be sharing with you are to help you get more traffic to your blog. I mean, here's your blog, and like there's so many different ways to get traffic to it, but I mean, I think there are somewhere in excess. I mean, I know this for sure over 1 million blogs. So I mean, like if there's one, even just say just 1 million other blogs, and you just started yours right now. I mean, how are you going to get people to your blog? How are you going to get yourself to stand out, to be noticed, to be different? What are you going to do to get people back, to build buzz? I mean, you're brand new. For if anything, you are brand new in this whole universe of blogging. So here's a few things you can actually start doing right away. Okay, the first thing you can do is you need to get off of your platform. Okay, that's the very first thing you got to do. Because a lot of times people want to tell you how to do a lot of just like on-page stuff and backlinking strategies, stuff like that. And honestly, that's not going to help you, at least not now. The thing you need to do right now is to get off of your blog. Write like 5 quality posts on your own blog, right? Like you can write like 5 posts, right, on your blog to kind of get put out there to get picked up, like 5 posts. But for the most part, you're just going to want a lot of content coming back in to your blog, a lot of stuff going back in. And so we'll fill these little arrows in right here. The first thing you're going to want to do, start doing a lot of YouTube videos. Just put YouTube vids, okay? Not Vidler, not Vimeo, no other video platforms. YouTube is the most trafficked video platform on the internet. And just make a daily video, man. Make one that's like 2 minutes long talking about some passage you read about in a book. I mean, anything. If you don't know how to teach anything yet, at least talk about something that's inspired you or something that you learned. Because something that you learned, if you can actually go back out and teach that to somebody, you're going to be generating value to someone else. And they're going to be like, oh, crap. I mean, maybe you can open up a new perspective that somebody else had never even could never even think of themselves. So that's something you can do if you're just starting out. YouTube, great way. Just make sure to add links in your description, and also be able to give a call to action, meaning tell them at the beginning, in the middle, or during the end of your video to go and subscribe to your newsletter, to follow you on Twitter, to follow you on Instagram, to go click on a link and go read an article, to have them take action to do something after the video. Okay, that's something you really have to keep in mind. I can't stress the importance of that. The next thing you can do is start targeting like article directories. One you can use is eZine articles. Another one is like Squidoo, and another one is like InfoBarrel. InfoBarrel is cool. InfoBarrel. And these are all just article type directory sites. eZine's cool. A lot of high quality articles are there. The only thing that sucks is there is an approval process. Squidoo's cool, quick and easy, although I kind of think, sorry Seth Godin, but I think the platform looks like it's for little kids, but I guess it was made that way to catch the attention and to keep things really simple. InfoBarrel is also really cool too. That's been around for like a year or 2 or 3, something like that now. It's the newest out of these three, eZine and Squidoo. But if I had to start anywhere, I would probably start with InfoBarrel, because you probably have some information that you can talk about that other people would really like to know. Squidoo, kind of free writing. eZine, kind of free writing, stuff like that too. But yeah, what you want to do is write about something that's going to add value to someone's life, some type of like how-to, or kind of like a did you know kind of thing. I mean, if you know a bunch about, like, say, I don't know, the different types of goldfish in the sea. I mean, I don't know, that's an informational article, but as long as it pertains back to like whatever it is that your blog is about, that's definitely something that you want to link back to. So, if you wrote an eZine, leave a link back to your blog. If you wrote a Squidoo, leave a link back to your blog. And same thing for an InfoBarrel. So you go check those out as well. The next thing I would highly suggest doing is get into the idea of podcasting. I mean, Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people actually feel that you need to have a ton of equipment to podcast. And while I believe that is true, you can seriously do a pretty sweet little bootleg podcast with just your iPhone. I mean, if you've ever just like pressed the record button on your iPhone, that thing records sweet, man. If you do have like equipment to podcast and to and to have a little mini recording studio, do that for sure. But if you have something that's even like 10 minutes long, like you could just be out with your buddies talking about marketing, and you can just be having a beer or hanging out with your gals or vice versa, and just pull out the iPhone and say, "Hey, let's. This is a topic. Write like 3 bullet points and just talk with like one of your friends and put that up on iTunes because I guarantee you people will find it and you'll get more traffic back to your blog that way too. Again, is just like videos, just like the YouTube videos over here. It's the same thing with podcasting. You're just going to have to give clear call to actions so that people you can tell people, hey, go back to my blog, sign up to my newsletter. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Blah blah blah. So those are basically the three very very simple ways that you can get blog back or get traffic back to your blog, not blog back to your blog. That's retarded. Always nice to have a nice cold beer while you're doing something. So if we had to touch back up on those again, guys, in order from like simplest to most difficult, I think those are all very simple since I've been experiencing those for a while now. But if I had to get them from easiest to hardest, first one definitely be articles. Write articles. I mean, everybody thinks there's a secret way to get tons of traffic, and honestly, if you're not doing it paid, or if you don't have a buddy that has a huge list that can mail for you and say, "Hey, go check out my friend's new blog," you're not going to get traffic any other way because articles also rank in the search engines, and you can get ranked for different keywords in the search engines with articles. So that's the easiest way, articles, and then again, remember to link back to your blog. And then the second way again, in order of difficulty, this is the second most difficult, is YouTube videos. Now, technically speaking, this is probably the easiest just because you record the video, export, and then boom, drag and drop into YouTube and it's up online. I think in personal difficulty, it's a little harder in mental difficulty because you have to have some experience speaking. I know a lot of people get nervous once the camera light goes on and you're just like, oh crap, what do I say? So that might be harder for other people than it is for, I don't know, other people, whatever. And then third, finally, there is the podcasting. Podcasting might be a little more difficult just because a lot of people aren't experienced in that. And, some people say you need a bunch of equipment, you need to block out the echoes of sound and stuff. I personally don't think anything has to be perfect until that audience builds and builds and builds and builds. Because in the meantime, they're there to get value and information. They're not, I mean, it helps to have high quality, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have it. As long as someone can get a clear, concise message of what you're trying to talk about and they get the value from it, then I really believe that's all that matters. So, number one, articles, link back to your blog. YouTube videos, link back to your blog. Podcasting, clear call to actions, CTA, call to actions for both podcasting and videos, and even the articles as well. But the articles obviously aren't going to be not going to be able to hear them, and not going to be super, motion picture visual. It's just words, and you still have to tell people exactly what to do though. Hey, if you want more information, click on this link to get to my blog. YouTube videos. Hey guys, Chris Altamirano here, ViaMaverick.com. Sign up to the newsletter. Clear call to action. Same thing with podcasting, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So, with that being said, I will give you a quick example. If you got a lot of value out of this video, head on over to ViaMaverick.com, and on the right-hand side, sign up to the newsletter. Just enter your name and email and push enter right here. And I'll send you a bunch of cool updates on internet marketing strategies that work, okay? And also, when you get a chance, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Chris Alta. Hope you got a lot of value out of this video, guys. I'm going to hang out in Morro Bay for the rest of the night and enjoy my time. So, talk to you guys soon. Go sign up for the newsletter. Follow me on Twitter. Share this video if you feel like somebody else can benefit from it. All right? We'll talk to you guys soon.